everybody's been fussing about the recent burglary, so they had to stay later to make sure everything's secure.
Why did you bring that home?
Y'all know you're not supposed to.
The YouTube life lesson community makes me lose faith in the future of this website each and every day. It's like they're all stuck in a YouTube-wide battle to just make the worst possible video a human can make. And today we are revisiting the king, the man Darman wishes he was, Samir Bhavnani. Now today is a historic day, a day that scientists thought would never arrive. Samir Bhavnani has somehow managed to hire even worse actors than he was working with before. I honestly didn't think it was possible, but today we're about to find out that it is. 12-year-old points loaded gun at younger brother. What he does next is shocking. Yeah, I bet it is, Samir. Let's find out. Please subscribe.
Sir, I'm home.
About time, too.
Yeah, long day. Everybody's been fussing about the recent burglary, so they had to stay later to make sure everything's secure.
Why did you bring that home?
Babe, please don't start this again.
We talked about this, David. I don't want firearms in the house.
Could we just talk about this beautiful outfitting here for a moment? I mean, it looks like they went to Party City and picked out the first child police officer outfit they could find, and we're just like, yeah, good enough. This hat looks like something from a preschool dress-up station.
Okay, that was before the recent burglaries? Are you telling me I'm not supposed to do everything in my power to protect this family?
And are you telling me that it's a good idea to have that thing in this house?
Okay, then what we're supposed to do when burglars come in? What then? What do you propose? I tell them to get the off? Politely? They'll get a good laugh after murdering us.
Would you keep your voice down? You'll scare the kids.
This is the most unrealistic conversation I think I have ever heard in one of these life lesson channels. Not a single woman who is married to a cop is gonna care if there is a gun in the house.
Besides, the people who are robbing places are stealing things. They're not killing anybody.
Okay, then what if, let's just say, an average burglar breaks in and try to inflict harm? What then?
The gun's not gonna help. In fact, it will probably make the situation worse. Guns kill their owners more often than they do the intruders.
I mean, yeah, but, I mean, how do I put this? It's generally not by accident.
Okay, fine. I'll take it back to work tomorrow.
Thank you. Can you please take it to the car and leave it in there tonight? Then you can go change and then we'll have dinner.
So you're telling me that this police officer who probably brings his gun home somewhat often doesn't have a gun safe? He's just gonna stick it under some underwear? Okay, sounds about right.
Play with me, Jay. Play with me. I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch, Eli. But I'm bored. Then play on the Switch with me. I don't want to play on the Switch. That's boring. I want to play.
Oh, fine. What do you want to play?
We can play cops and robbers.
Okay, but I'm the cop this time.
But I want to be the cop.
You were the cop last time. Besides, you can run all over the place and I'll chase you.
Okay, what should I steal?
Let's go get Mama's jewelry box.
But we're not supposed to have it.
We won't tell them.
Look, I really try to not hate on child actors, because I know they're just doing their best. But I mean, really, Samir? I would be genuinely surprised if these kids were not just reading off cards behind them. They're not even making eye contact. It's very obvious they're looking at something.
And we'll put everything back before they find out. Okay, the stingy things are in place.
Now I need a bag like the cartoons.
Hey, cool!
Oh. Now you'll be like Dad.
Okay, so I'm not a gun expert or anything, and maybe this kid is just a better actor than I'm giving him credit for, but the way he picked that gun up, like the weight it seemed to have, makes me think that this might be a real gun. I mean, are you telling me that Samir is trying to make this life lesson about how you shouldn't let kids play with firearms, yet he's making them play with one for this terrible YouTube skit so we can make some easy money? A bit tone deaf if you ask me.
Oh, look at the pretties to steal.
Are you serious? The script said the pretties? Is this kid supposed to be from the 1920s?
I hope no one comes in. the police. Freeze or I shoot. You'll never get me.
What the hell are your boys doing? Y'all know you're not supposed to.
Okay, so, let's break this down. Even being a stupid 12-year-old kid, I find it hard to believe that your first reaction when you saw your dad would be to pull the trigger. I mean, it's not even like he was surprised by him. He had to do a full 180 and he had to have recognized his own dad's voice. They could have at least gave him a valid reason to shoot his dad. This is just a cop-out. Get it?
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Sorry for all the fuss.
It's alright, sir. We're glad everyone is okay. We still have to take the gun and all, but you'll get it back after everything has been cleared up. Look, you might still want to talk with your boy about the consequence of a minor handling a firearm. You should be glad that everything turned out so peachy.
So if you don't know, that's Samir Bhavnani's voice, and you can tell this was done in like a studio or something. This was not a voice that was filmed outside. So that either one implies that Samir doesn't even bother showing up to the videos he shoots, or that the lines were so poorly delivered that Samir felt the need to step in. But considering how the camera never turns to face the person they're talking to, I'm gonna guess it's the first one.
Sorry, honey. Elijah, how about you go into your room and play with your toys? I gotta speak to your brother for a second.
Is Jay in trouble? I'm sorry.
Well, buddy, I think you should do the math. He just tried to assassinate your father, so, what do you think is a proper punishment? I mean, it's not like he just turned around and shot because he was scared. He aimed for the head, buddy. I don't think it was an accident.
It's my fault for making him play.
No, I just need to talk to him. Go on ahead.
Come on, kiddo.
I'm so sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to. We were just playing. I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't mean to, but you know better, Jake. To play with guns. What if you would have shot Elijah?
I didn't think, or if I knew it was real, I wouldn't have pulled the trigger on Elijah.
Jake, your father is a police officer. You overheard the conversation of your mom saying she doesn't want the gun in the house. You watched as your dad walked into his room after your mom asked for him to put the gun away, and then you found the gun. If at no point you thought to yourself, this might be my dad's gun he uses because he's a police officer, I think we might have a bigger issue here.
But to take that risk, Jake?
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. We were just playing cops and robbers. I just wanted to be like you, and I heard you talking with Mama this morning that they protected us from bad guys. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, honest.
This is my fault too. Your mom was right. I should have never brought a gun into the house.
But they protect us from bad guys.
They do in certain circumstances, but they are dangerous weapons and they can kill people. And taking someone's life is something you can't take back.
Yeah, and sadly watching this video is something I can never take back. Now the rest of the video is pretty much just Samir on his soapbox preaching about how we need to enforce gun safety, which obviously is true, but it comes off a little bit silly when he just had two 10-year-olds playing with a gun for a YouTube video. Maybe you should take your own advice, Samir. Well, I'm a bit conflicted about how to rate this video, because this is probably the most useful life lesson Samir has ever produced, yet the acting is by far the worst I've ever seen. I'm just gonna play it on the safe side and say that this video was awful. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
Subscribe.